Here's Precalc. It's problem 8-12. This one is about Sherilyn. She likes to exercise, and when she goes to the gym, she lifts weights, and then she does her cardio workout. To monitor the cardio part of her workout, Sherilyn uses a heart rate monitor. The graph to the right shows her heart rate while she was on the treadmill. So we got this. Approximately how many times did her heart beat during the 25-minute workout? So I noticed that this is beats per minute, and this is minutes, and so I think this is one of those problems where we can find the area under the curve by using our right or left endpoint rectangles. So I wrote that here, you know, like the beats per minute times minutes, because this is beats, this axis is beats per minute, and this axis down here is beats. If I this is not beats, it's minutes. And you know how, like, if I make a rectangle, how length times width is the area? So if I went beats, like the height, or base times height, we'll say. The height is beats per minute, but the base is minutes. And so when I go beats per minute times minutes, that is how I know I need to find the area under this curve, is because beats per minute times minutes gives me the total beats. So I just find the area under the curve using some rectangles. I decided to make 5 rectangles. So I was gonna, and I'm just gonna make an underestimate just because that's what I felt like doing. I always draw it, and maybe at some point you'll be able to do these without having to draw them, but for me, I need to draw them still. Wait, what am I doing? So it does stick up over the curve a little bit right here, but it's, in general, it looks like it's going to be an underestimate because we have increasing and then decreasing a little bit. So the width of each of these little rectangles is going to be 5, right? They're all 5. So I could just look on my graph and find the height, you know, like the height, where's a picture of the graph? Right here. So at 0, I just have to guesstimate, so it's not going to be perfect. I think I guesstimated that to be about 85, because halfway would be 90, so I just said that was 85. So I actually, instead of writing, instead of doing all the calculations, like, oh, now I'm going to go 85 times 5, 425, I could just do all the calculations. I can go 5 times 85 and write 425, and then I can go 5 times, maybe that's 86, and put all the numbers in there, and that would be nice and tidy. Or I can make a table. I did actually start making a table, which I hope you can see it. These are just my endpoints. See, like, that's a 0. And then 5, like they're the x values of the heights that I'm going to take. So you can do it kind of now. You probably remember how to find the area underneath the curve. So I just made these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rectangles, and they're not perfect because I found those numbers by, for instance, the 20 that has the 160. That's this rectangle right here, and I just followed it across, and I thought maybe it looked like it went to 160. Might not be, might be 158 or whatever. So that's where all those numbers came from that are in the table, and then I just added them up, like 85 plus 86 plus 100 plus 125 plus 160, and I found out that it was 556. And then I know that the widths of each of the rectangles, like, see how I have it, they're all 5. Oh, I'm running out of batteries still. So I found out what 5 times 556 is. It's 2,780. Your answer book says about 3,000 beats per minute. But mine's a little underestimate, and then I don't want to take the time in this video to do it, but if I wanted to, I could make some, those were left-hand triangles. I could make some right-hand triangles that would stick up over the top, and I could get an overestimate, and then I could average it with my underestimate, and I could perhaps get a little closer to that. This is kind of close. That's what I got. And then, so that's basically the gist of how you do it. And then on letter B, it says, what was her approximate average heart rate during the 25-minute workout? So her heart rate, I can find it just by getting the overall average rate of change. So just, I'm just going to average. So let's use this picture that has actual numbers on it. So I'm going to say that I guess I'll just use this point and this point. And so this point looks to be, I mean, I can't really tell. I don't know. Maybe I can be lazy and call it 170, or maybe I can call it 175. Maybe it's closer to 175. We'll just say it's 175. And then this point down here, maybe I'll just call that 85. So I'm going to average them. So you add them up and divide by however many there are. Okay, so wait, I did something crazy. I feel like it's late. Okay, so there's 8 plus 8 is 16. So I got 260, and then I'm going to divide that by 2, and that would be about 130. Depending on how you average it, your book I think your book says 120, so it's kind of hard to tell. You can maybe get a ruler out and do a little bit better job with that, but I got about 130 for letter B. That's it.